Can Nexgen Energy skyrocket and provide life-changing returns? Well, if you were investing in Nexgen Energy from the time my channel launched somewhere in 2020 and early 2021, you'd be very happy because it's been skyrocketing and providing life-changing returns, right? It went from a price of like 61 cents. Now it's $8, just performing so well. So can it continue providing life-changing returns? That is the question. So what does Nexgen Energy do? Nexgen is developing a world-class Rook I project, which is capable of being the largest supplier of uranium to the world's growing nuclear demand. Long life asset with initial licensing for 24-year mine life for up to 30 million pounds per year. This is a massive project, fully leveraged to future uranium prices, full project execution team in place, and site fully ready for major construction activities following final federal approval. They're just sitting on a massive ocean of uranium in the ground. So this is where the Rook project is located, in absolute remote Saskatchewan, way up north. Very few of you are probably going to vacation up there, but just a hardcore location for this asset, right? Now let's look at the financials of this asset. What is the mine worth? Well, they're saying it has robust economics. They're saying the net present value of the mine, which is the value of the mine when you take into consideration all the future revenues and all the future expenses, at an 8% interest rate, right? Now, obviously, when interest rates come down, the net present value skyrockets. When interest rates go up, the net present value falls, right? But they're doing an 8% discount rate, probably fair based on where we are. They're saying this mine alone is worth 6.32 billion Canadian dollars. If you do the conversion to US dollars, that's 4.5 billion US dollars, right? So it's a multi-billion-dollar mine, which just increases in value as uranium gets scarcer and the price of uranium skyrockets, right? Now, the market cap of this company currently is 4.8 billion. So it's fairly valued at this point, right? You can buy this company at the exact valuation of what its flagship mine is worth. So it's fairly valued currently. And they're saying they're going to get 1.9 billion Canadian dollars of free cash flow per year. They're saying the mine has a life of 24 years. So just so massive. How many pounds of uranium does this represent? 257 million pounds measured and indicated. This is one of the biggest monster projects on the planet. And guess what? Nexgen's low OPEX. This is why their net present value is so high. Low operating expense of $10 per pound provides natural downside protection, meaning even if the spot price of uranium tanks, they're still going to be profiting. And with production tailored to market conditions at the time of delivery, optimal leverage to future uranium prices can be achieved. So if the price of uranium skyrockets, the value of this mine absolutely skyrockets. So it's a major call option on the future price of uranium. The company currently holds 2.7 million pounds of uranium. This acts as an insurance policy during the mine commissioning phase and supports strong contract negotiations. So they have some capital on their balance sheet, 2.7 million pounds. And so this is how this mine is correlated to the price of uranium. At $95 per pound, the value of the company, the value of the mine after tax is $4.74 billion. What about at $100 per pound? The value of the mine is $5 billion. At $150 per pound, the value of the mine is $8.6 billion. That's a double from here in terms of the market cap of the company, right? So at $150 per pound, this stock can easily double. And guess what? It could be argued that the market cap of this company is significantly below the true value of this company because it's right now being valued at the NPV, the net present value of the Rook project. What else does it have going on, right? They're exploring other areas, right? They're executing a 30,000 meter drill program for 2024 with 12,000 meters remaining on the summer drill program. 8 out of 12 drill holes have mineralized occurrences. Off-scale high-grade uranium mineralization has been intersected in 4 drill holes. So potentially promising future growth, right? What if they find even more uranium? This is the expansion potential of the Rook project, right? So in the dark green bars, we see from year 1 to year 11, the total earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization falling off a cliff, but they're saying they can expand that with their exploration. They're saying there's potential to expand it and just keep it going, right? So it could be worth even more than what they're saying based on what these exploration projects find. Now, it seems like one risk is they're waiting on federal approval for permitting, right? So this is where we are. They've gotten federal approvals on EA determination. They've gotten federal approvals on project description. They've gotten federal approvals on EIS technical review. This is where they are currently. Up next, hearing and decision. And then point 5 is the construction commences, right? So we're just waiting on a hearing and decision. They're saying they have full support and advocacy from local indigenous nations in the local priority areas. That's a good sign that they could get approved. The federal technical review is underway and completing final steps. It'll be extremely interesting what comes out from this federal technical review. Super important for this company. All companies have massive risk associated with it. That's a risk associated with this company. So let's take a quick look at their balance sheet. As of the end of 2023, they had total assets of $1 billion, total liabilities of $187 million, right? So they're super solvent, super liquid, very clean balance sheet. Where are they getting their cash from, though? They are issuing stock. So trailing 12 months net stock issuance of $366 million. It has not slowed down the price action of this stock. The market is rewarding this company. Sometimes when companies issue stock and just dump it on the market, potentially diluting their shareholders, stock price falls. The market isn't worried at all that this company is just issuing a massive amount of stock, right? Probably because they see the potential of this massive mine. And so they are issuing stock. That is how they're generating their cash. And so that's where we are with this company. It's undervalued relative to its assets. There's a risk associated with permitting, but if they get that permitting, this is going to be one of the biggest uranium mines on the planet, with incredible economics, incredible free cash flows, one of the highest quality uranium mining companies by far, right? So just wait for that permitting. We'll stay on top of this company, but just a massive, massive project. It's not exactly on deep discount. If the stock ever fell, that'd be fantastic, right? So we'll have to see what happens with the permitting process. Right now, it's probably fairly valued when you factor in the risks and the massive potential upside reward, right? But super high quality.